Do you speak crowdlending? Welcome to our podcast covering the crowdlending industry. Our mission is to provide you with all the insights from this market and help you make informed decisions. I'm Gassen, co-founder and CEO of Acredius. We are a crowdlending platform based in Zurich, Switzerland. I'm delighted to host this podcast and hopefully bring value to all our listeners. Hi everyone, welcome to episode number 21 of the Do You Speak Crowdlending podcast. I'm honored today to have with me Oreste D'Ambrosio is the CEO of Buildlenders. Buildlenders is an Italian crowdlending platform that was born out of the desire to provide anyone with the opportunity to invest in real estate. Welcome, Oreste.
Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Gassen to be invited in this podcast. Then I am Oreste D'Ambrosio. I am the CEO of Buildlenders. How told us Ganes is a crowdfunding real estate platform, an Italian crowdfunding platform. We are one of the newest platform in Italy because we were born about last year after the COVID, and it's Buildlenders. It's a crowdfunding platform. We are focused on the real estate. This is our focus.
Excellent. But Oreste, now we are interested in knowing more about you. So what brought you into building Buildlenders?
Yes, because I have myself. I studied economics, but in my first years after university, I worked in the real estate because my family was involved in this field, in the real estate. Then after these years, I started to work with the startup, and I think it was a good mix for Buildlenders. I worked in startup. I also worked in real estate. So I think it's a real mix, very very good. To involve in this with this platform.
Interesting. And then so on the crowdlending side, the focus on real estate. Can you tell us a bit more about Buildlenders from a milestones perspective? What have you been done so far, and what did you achieve?
Yes, I told you that we started in February of 21. We go online with the first campaign of Crowdlending. After one year and a half, now in this month we publish the 15th project on our platform, and until now our campaign they reached about more of 2 million euros. We collect on our platform. Everything in 1 year and a half. Nobody doesn't know about Buildlenders before to go on the market. Then we have about 2,000 of investors that are registered in platform. And the most important thing in a crowdlending platform is to reimburse the investors. Until now, we reimburse about 500,000 euros. This is most important things that the investor are in trust for you if you reimburse money.
Excellent.
This is most important.
And you also mentioned to me, so you have quite a particular model, because you mentioned that the longest loan duration you have is 1 year, and you have a kind of a fixed interest rate, right?
Yes, but it's we decided to stay in this market because it's more attractive respect to other market. The market, for example, of equity crowdfunding, because how you told us after 1 year, the investor, they get back the money, more the mortgage, the interest rate that is already fixed. In Italy, actually, we gave an interest about from the 10 to 12% for each project for a year. That is very interesting.
Interesting.
And you also mentioned to me that you will be soon. So just for everyone, currently we are recording this on the 5th of October, 2022. And you mentioned to me, Oreste, that you will be having a new milestone in November, right? In 1 month.
Yes. Because from November, there will be a new license, European license for crowdfunding. So in this way, every platform, every European platform that has the European license, then go to the other country that is his own country. For example, I can go in France to publish a project, for example, in Paris, and I can collect money from French people or Italian people or other people. But this is the most important innovative things for the future. Only one European license, because now every country, every European country has its own license. From November, will be only one European license. If you don't have this license, you cannot work in the rest of Europe.
Interesting. Well, then wish you best of luck to get this license. Hopefully they will not make it as difficult as all other licenses, right?
Yeah.
Great. I mean, marketplace lending or crowd lending in Italy, in Switzerland, everywhere, you always have like two sides. So from one side, you have these borrowers requesting these loans, and the other side, you have investors investing in these loans. So in your experience, what makes crowd lending or marketplace lending so much more attractive than traditional approaches from a borrower perspective for the people or businesses who need the loans?
Yes, because when we approach the borrowers that are the developer of the real estate, they told us we take a part of money from the bank, as usually, but the rest of money to build the project, they prefer to come to us because we are very fast. It's very easily to take money. We don't take every hypothèque something about the project. No, we are very, very fast. And they don't have rating. Their rating is not going low if they take money from our platform. If you go in bank, if you take money, your rating is going down. Every time you take money.
Your credit score.
The credit score, yes, is going down. If you take money, more money you take, more the credit score is going down. At the end, the bank doesn't give you back money.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's speak now about from an investor perspective. So what are the investors at Build Lenders interested on, or why do you think it's a good proposition for them?
Yes, the most important thing is I can enter in a project that is more biggest or project that can I invest. You can invest in a project, for example, that has €500,000, a project very, very big, that you can invest also 500 euros. If there is not the crowdfunding, you cannot invest in a big project. You have to have more money to invest in a project like this. It's very democratic. Let me talk about to invest in a project like this. This is the force of the crowd. Then we also with 500 euros, I can take the 10%, the 12% of interest each year. That now, for example, in Italy, the inflation, the rate of inflation is 9 or 10% for a year. If you leave money in your bank, you lose the 10%.
Interesting. I mean, you're absolutely right. Currently in Europe, it's not really a good idea to let the money sleep, right? So
Another important thing in Italy, we have the passion for the real estate. We are people that 90% of people has own property of house. We don't go on rent the house. We prefer to own the house. In Italy, it's very important. And when we talk of real estate, it's very good for us because we can touch, we can touch, because the most of people in Italy, they invest in real estate. If they have money, they invest to buy houses, flats.
It's a tangible investment, you mean?
Yes, it's a tangible. But if you go in an agency, in a real estate agency, you ask, okay, I have to buy a flat. Okay, you have to pay taxes, you have to pay the agency. Then I want to rent also the flat, If someone pay me for the rent, in this way, with crowdfunding, I don't need to buy the houses. I don't need to pay taxes. I am sure, more or less, that someone will pay me at the end of the year, This is the new approach on this market.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So assume now you have a listener which is a bit beginner, does not know crowdlending. Any pieces of advice you could share with him? What should he start? What should he consider first?
Yes, it's very easy to invest. You have to register on our platform. After you register, you start to study the dossier, the deals that are on our platform. Then you decide to invest, because we have every month we have 1 or 2 projects on our platform. It's very easy. You have also made a transfer wire and you invest on our project. It's very easy.
Excellent. I mean, Oreste, I know our listeners are, generally speaking, very interesting in marketplace lending, crowd lending, but they're also very interested in knowing what is your favorite fruit?
Yes, I am from south of Italy, I prefer the grape wine. It's my favorite grape wine without seeds. I think it's because when we go around, in winery, you see the grape wine in September, October, I think it's my favorite,
Understood. At least the grapes are not wine yet, so you can eat enough without having bad consequences. Excellent. Thank you, Oreste, for sharing all this information with us and with our listeners. Anything you would like to add?
No, it's thanks to everybody. This is the crowdfunding. I think it will be the crowdfunding real estate. I think it will be focused more in next years, but because it's very easy to invest and it will grow, because it's a tangible thing where to invest. It's very tangible.
Clear.
I can see the house where I invest. There are some investor that goes to where is the house where they are starting the works. I can see day by day that the house is growing.
Yes. No, clear. That's clear. It's like the tangible way of doing it. It's very interesting. Again, thank you very much, Oreste. We wish you all the best. And if anyone has any question, you can get directly to BuildLender's website, and you can see everything on that side. If you have any questions regarding this discussion with Oreste, please let us know. And again, everyone, thank you very much for listening. And I hope we added some value to you here. And take care. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks again for staying with us until the end. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media so you'll never miss an episode. Please don't hesitate to send us your questions and comments at acredius.ch. Thank you.